Welcome back. I'm James the Blurred. In today's video, we're going to be talking about golden tickets. They're super hyped right now in Monster Hunter Wilds, and we only have 2 days left to do this. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, the fastest way to farm for it, how to get guild points, and to make the entire process a lot more efficient. Like I said, it's going to be nerfed in 2 days, so do the steps that I show you, and let me know in the comments if you found a way to make it go even faster. After making sure you've loaded yourself into a private lobby, you need to be in the plains area and make sure you have camps 10 and 4 open. If you don't have them open or they're broken, definitely get them, but you can come over here and talk to tech and make sure they're built up and good to go. And it'll only cost you about 75 guild points. I needed 10, so we're just going to get 10 repaired here. The places that we are going are close to those camps. 10, you'll be right here. There's a flower that's going to be here that only blooms at night that we want to get. And then there's another area over here that's close by camp 3, but we're going to use 4 that has the other flower that we're going to get. So for this next part, you'll need to run over here and talk to Alma. The big detail about getting these flowers is that they only spawn during a full moon. This quest here is only available after chapter 3. If you don't have the desert knows not the sea, don't worry about it. You hunt a Balahar in the open world or capture it, and then you should get this optional quest. Go launch the quest selected, pick one of the areas that we talked about. I'm gonna go to base camp 4 because this one, I'm gonna go to base camp 4. So follow the directions that I take on the screen, immediately load in and go up. And then we're gonna go to this ledge and then just jump over the side. And make sure you glide across. Very simple, very easy. As you can see, we get over here, there's a lot of other things for us to grab, which is cool because right now, this is the flower that we need that hasn't spawned. So like I said, if done properly in a clean game state, it'll take you 60 seconds before it spawns after launch. So in the meantime, make sure you run around here, grab all of these materials so you're just as efficient, not wasting your time. Grab some of this. Get you a little bitter bug and this dragonfly, this dragonfell berry. Let's go back and check around. All that stuff is added stuff. Now, after I said, as you can see here, the flower's starting to bloom itself. So that's how you know your game state is good. And then immediately, once it finishes blooming, go ahead and gather it. And then we'll immediately go to section 10. This fast travel all the way over here. So we're going to go to 10, and then the next flower we're going to get is literally right here. So now that we've loaded in, just turn around like how I did there and literally go directly here. This one you won't have to wait to spawn because it's already done. And then you just grab it immediately. After you see it gathers, you can close out and then return from quest. And that's literally it for this first part. You're going to do this. I think it roughly takes me less than 2 minutes. Yeah. To get 2 of them, which at 2 minutes. So at less than 2 minutes. So that's 60 of them per hour. So we're just going to come down here again, run it again, go to base camp 4, and then do another quick depart. I'll show you the route again, and then we'll go on to the next step. If your game has a lot of load times, I would suggest you either turn down the settings, right? Because that's going to be real critical to you getting under 2 minutes per run doing this. You don't want to spend a lot of time in the load screens. Again, because we're coming over here to camp 4, we're just going to gather all of this stuff while we wait for the flower to bloom. But after 60 seconds, if it doesn't bloom, like I told you last time, just make sure you either close your game out completely and quit, and it should fix it. And then reload back in and try again. All of this stuff is extras. So hopefully it begins to bloom. As you can see, it's blooming, so everything's going smoothly. Just grab that up. And again, we're going to head to camp 10. After you load in, make sure you turn around and then run directly over to the flowers. So now that you've completed that step and it's taken you less than 2 minutes to get the run and you got your 60 seeds, you're going to come over here and have to talk to Nada. But to trigger what we want, we're going to have to rest here. And it doesn't matter right now what period you're going to or when, we just have to rest. It's going to cost you 300 guild points for the chance to be able to exchange those seeds that we just collected with Nada for a golden ticket. There are 2 types of tickets that Nada can give us. We're going to go to item trade. Seka is the person. And as you see immediately, we have one for decorations. There's another one that you can get for artesian parts, but this one's for decorations. I recommend not to spend it on armor spheres because you can get that from any quest in doing investigations and bounties. So now that we know the basic cycle for Pollen and coming over here and talking to Nada to get tickets, there's even more we can do when it comes to spending our guild points to be even more efficient. We're going to travel over to the oil well basin, which is going to allow us to farm the fire festival for ore, relics, and any other items that they provide us. And we're going to check for tempered beast moving forward. So come into the tent, set your stuff to inclemency, and then morning, run over here and talk to Nada again, see if our item came that we want. Item trader Seka, and we got another ticket. This one's for decorations again. Obviously we want that. And then we're going to check our shares from the festival, which we got some orichalcite. Check your map to see if there are any quests that you want to turn into investigations. You're looking for things that have large drops for Archean weapons and for decos. Now that you have all of your golden tickets, you're going to head over to Suja Peaks, where we're going to see the melder. Make sure that you go to Wyverian melding. We want to go to ancient orbs because we want high rarity stuff. And then I like to go 5 at a time to check the decos out. But there you go at 1,200 points, 5 of them, you get a full slate. I believe this is the equivalent of 6 to 7 hunts at max rarity. So for the Archean stuff, you're still going to be at the Elder Melder. You want to go to Meld Relic, not over HR 100. You won't have access to the exact items you want to meld, which would be the blade, tube, disc, and device. But if you're like me, you still have access to the ancient weapon fragments, which is great because you can still use the gold relic tickets at 1,200 a piece to make you items. So here's 60 different items that you can make with the 4 tickets. So again, either wait until you're over HR 100 so you can get the exact ones, or that, but it'll yield you an incredible amount still. Again, we have rarity 8 stuff. We didn't make exactly what we wanted, but it still is the fastest way to get this high-end materials. So we got all of our decos, we got our Archean weapon pieces, but now we're pretty much broke when it comes to guild points. We spent 300 guild points resting and cycling, so we need to recoup. Head over to the Scarlet Forest over here and go to Campsite 8. Campsite 8 is where I'm at, but you need to make your way over here to this waterfall area, and you'll have another camp in here. This waterfall is really easy to get behind. You need to run through it. That's going to bring us inside to these pools where we're going to do a lot of fishing. You're going to fast travel back to the camp and you're going to rest, which, yes, you are spending the 300, but you're going to go to Plenty and we're going to do daytime. You usually get about 1,000 a run. But you know, in order to reset it, we have to spend the 300. So there is a bit of give and take here. Like you see, the golden scales are 50. The golden fish are 50, excuse me. The platinums are 100, but this is just us coming in and not setting the appropriate time period to fish. You can come down here and we're going to dive under this and get to the other side where we're going to do some more fishing. There we have it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. That's how you get your Archean Deco farm and get your guild points back. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for additional content. Let me know in the comments how helpful this was. And remember, you only have 2 days left to do this. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.